Today you'll be working with the coin we call a nickel. This coin is made of two different metals. Unlike the penny where the penny is copper and zinc, two different layers. In this case the nickel is two different metals. They're melted together. There are no layers. They're all blended. It's called an alloy. You're going to separate this nickel coin into its constituent elements today. The equipment needed for this lab: you'll have a carbon fiber electrode, a nickel coin, 5-cent coin, a sample of nickel metal for comparison, 6-volt battery. This is a cardboard lid designed for a 250 ml beaker, and notice it has one slot that'll be for the carbon fiber electrode, and the other slot will be for the coin. You'll have two patch cords at your table, a dark one and a light one. The light one may be yellow or red or white. You'll want to push the light one through the lid. So this can take some doing. There. Okay, so this yellow cord has been passed through the lid, and I will clip my coin onto this yellow cord here. I want to clip it so that I'm just clipping the edge of the coin. That's nice, just the edge of the coin. Here you can see the cardboard lid on top of the beaker. The coin is just barely touching the bottom of the beaker, and I'll use a piece of tape here on the wire so that it will remain at that depth. The carbon fiber electrode is inserted into the slot, and I can push that all the way to the bottom or not, depending on my preference. Your 6-volt battery has the plus and minus poles, which are fairly clearly labeled, and the way you hook these up is very important to determine the chemistry in the beaker. If you hook it up incorrectly, bad things will happen. So your instructions tell you must have a diagram that you show your instructor about how you'll use this battery. In step 10 of your instructions, it asks you to decant. So decanting is a way of separating solids from liquid. Here I have some sand, beach sand, in water, and if I were to just swirl this up and dump it, everything would come out together. But if I use a little bit of care, I can pour off the liquid while keeping the solids, the sand, still in this beaker. And this is a quick and easy way to separate liquid from solid if the solid is fairly dense. And now I can rinse my sand and say this will be the cleanest beach sand ever. Rinse with distilled water. Decant the liquid. You'll want to use a Bunsen burner to dry out your material in the end, but if you have a big hot fire like this where it glows, then that'll be way too hot. So adjust your flame, take away some of the air and a lot of the gas until you have a tiny flame, something like that, and you can see the wire's not glowing anymore. When you use your tongs, securely grip the edge of the bowl. Don't try to balance it like that. At the end of the hour, your solution should go into this acid waste beaker.